All right, probability with a number cube. So there are 6 sides to a cube, so that means we have 6 different outcomes for each roll. So let's try to find the probability you will roll your first double on your 5th roll of this number cube. All right, so we have 5 different fractions we're going to be multiplying here. This is our first roll, our second roll, our third, our fourth, and our fifth. On the first roll, we can roll anything we want. It could be 1 through 6, doesn't matter. So we have 6 different possibilities out of 6, because we can roll anything. On the next roll, we can't roll the same thing because it says our first double is going to appear right here on our 5th roll. So here we can't roll anything. Like if we just rolled a 1, we can't roll a 1 again, but we could roll a 2, 3, 4, or 5. So this would be all but 1, or all but the same number, which is really all but 1. So that would be 5 possibilities out of still 6 outcomes. Notice this bottom number is your total outcomes. It doesn't change. On the next roll, let's say you rolled a 3 here. Well, then you can't roll a 3 again, but you can roll anything but a 3. So again, it's going to be all but the same again. So that's going to make that 5 out of 6 again. And then the same thing here, all but the same number, which is 5 out of 6. And then the last choice is a little different. So let's say, for instance, you rolled a 4 here on your 4th roll. On your 5th roll, it has to be a 4. And a 4 is how many? It's only one possibility, right? So that's one possibility out of how many total numbers on this number cube? 6. And now we just multiply all 3 of these together, and we have our probability. So it's really 6 times 5 to the 3rd over 6 to the 5th power. And yes, we can do a little bit of reducing to make life easy if we don't have a calculator. For instance, we have 6 5s on the bottom, so I can take 1 away and cancel it with that one. So it's really 5 to the 3rd over 6 to the 4th. And I know 5 to the 3rd is 125. I would just need to find out what 6 to the 4th is, and that would be my final answer. And that was 1296. That would be 125 out of 1296. All right, so just to recap, the first number can be anything. The next 3 numbers can be anything but the previous number, which means it's 5 out of 6 choices. And then the final one has to be the same number as previously, so there's only one possibility for that last number. So that's 1 out of 6. And multiply them all together, you have your final probability, which is part over whole.